Yeah, you read that right. I almost flunked out of high school, but ended up building a $2.5 million consulting business by starting a career in tech. In this video, I'm going to reveal to you how I went from academic failure to building a 2.5 million tech consulting business. I'll share my tech salary increases along the way and a unique 7-step strategy you can use to shift into tech and earn more money. The best part, you can implement this strategy at any stage in life. If someone like me, a near high school dropout, can do it, so can you. Let's get it. Thanks for joining me on the Sprint Hard, Iterate Fast podcast. We make content to help people shift into a tech career. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram at @ShiftToTechWithReg. The first and most crucial point is to strengthen your resolve. If you haven't read Angela Duckworth's New York Times best-selling book, Grit, it's a great place to start. A point of praise from Ed Weisters really sums up the book. Grit teaches that life's high peaks aren't necessarily conquered by the naturally nimble, but rather by those willing to endure, wait out the storm, and try again. My story to 2.5 million in tech began with grit. I struggled to keep up in school. I spent most of my time in the classroom just trying to take notes, but not really absorbing any of the material. Every year, the teachers would tell me they didn't think I was going to pass, and somehow every year I did. I honestly think the teachers were bumping my grades up or grading more lightly to pass me along to the next grade. I'm not sure if they did me a favor because in the following years, I wasn't ready for the new material. I did finish high school though with a 1.9 GPA, which is a D average. At the time, I was pretty excited by tech, but clearly no college was going to take me. I explored several different pathways into tech, including a technical school or perhaps going into the military.
Go! What's your sole purpose in this army?
To do whatever you tell me, drill sergeant?
In the end, I decided the best pathway would be a university degree. It took me 2 years to catch up and then another 2 years to take the classes that were required for an associate's degree. Yes, I spent 4 years in community college pursuing a 2-year degree.
When's the graduation ceremony?
Never. It's community college. You just send in some papers and they stop charging you.
It was worth it. I pushed through, got admitted to university to pursue a degree in business information systems. At this point, I'd figured out how to do well in school. I went on to complete that degree and even get accepted to do a master's degree in Philadelphia. There's no way I could have gone from a 1.9 GPA to a master's degree without some serious determination. This brings us to point 2. Choose a pathway that makes sense for you. It took me a total of 6 years to earn a degree and to enter the tech field. At the time, that was the best pathway for me. Today, the world is different. There are online courses, boot camps, certifications that could get you into a tech job within 6 months or less. On this channel, we're going to explore all of those pathways so that you can land a high-paying job in tech. Moving on, the degree was required, but I wouldn't have been able to launch my career in tech without work experience. At the same time I was doing my programming and database classes, I had a job doing data entry where I was making $12 an hour. I convinced my boss to allow me to improve the data entry system we were using. That gave me the opportunity to use what I was learning in my courses. My boss bumped my pay up to $15 an hour. So instead of doing data entry, my job became working with her to improve our system. While in that university job, I picked up a side gig as a web developer for an image consultant. The pay was also only about $15 an hour, but more than anything, it provided me with real-life programming experience. In my final year of college, I applied for a software development internship at a healthcare company. This job paid $20 an hour and allowed me to gain professional level experience in software development. Never underestimate the value of even low paid but relevant work experience. I finished my bachelor's degree just before the global financial crisis. I got lucky and landed 2 job offers. I had an offer from IBM for $60,000 to work as a consultant in Washington, D.C. Also had another offer from Vanguard to work as a software tester at $55,000. I accepted the position with Vanguard and ended up starting there as a software tester. Point number 4 is to get a job with a large multinational company. Don't worry about your stage of life. Whether this is your first career in your 20s or you're in your 30s and you're on to your second or third career. Even if you're in your 40s and you're considering starting over, go work for a large multinational company. The reason is simple. No matter your tech interests, whether you become a software developer or product manager, a large multinational company is going to have already nailed that job. The additional training and learning that you're going to get on the job will undoubtedly be some of the best training you'll ever get. At the time, I didn't know much about software testing when I started at Vanguard, but it's a great technology career. That job taught me the processes that tech companies use to release high quality software. It also helped me to understand the entire software development lifecycle. It gave me a firm grounding of tech and taught me to work well in teams. Point number 5 is to get a mentor or a coach. Check out Mentor Cruise. It's a global network of over 2,500 mentors from all different tech professions who are ready to support you for a small monthly fee. During the 18 months I worked as a software tester, I had 2 mentors. One who helped me improve my skills in software testing, and another one who prepared me for my promotion into a business analyst role. She taught me all about requirements gathering and leading workshops. She gave me an incredible foundation for my next job opportunity as a business analyst, making $65,000. This role gave me exposure to the international parts of the business. I had already understood the tech roles, but I found my passion in leading teams and working using a methodology called Agile. Shortly after becoming a business analyst, I was offered a 6-month opportunity to help on a tech project in Australia. Becoming an expat meant I would be on a highly coveted expat package. That meant business class flights to Australia, my home was paid for, and I was given a company car and a cost of living allowance. My income shot up significantly to $160,000. Tech jobs with international exposure can skyrocket your earning potential. When I decided to stay in Australia permanently, I left Vanguard and went to work at another local financial firm, making a more modest $120,000 as a business analyst. Point number 6 is to develop a unique specialty. The job I had was pretty prestigious, but also pretty dull. It wasn't very challenging or rewarding. I knew the way to progress my career was through project management, and this company was not going to present me those opportunities. So I decided to leave and take a job in a small app agency doing a dual business analyst project management role. I knew that deepening my specialty in Agile could accelerate my earning potential. Although my salary went down again to $100,000, this job would allow me to gain the precious experience I needed as an Agile project manager. Often, the job experience is more valuable than the pay. I used that opportunity to gain needed experience in project management, and then I took on a role as a project manager in a startup making $120,000. Moving to smaller companies can provide opportunities to learn and use more marketable skills. I learned this strategy from a book called The C Student's Guide to Success. The author advises, go where the stars aren't. It means your skills and expertise can shine brighter in a smaller organization. That advice helped me to get promoted to delivery lead role, making $140,000. Startups move fast and can be chaotic. I used the chaos to position myself in a de facto chief operating officer position, giving me more leadership skills and more leadership experience. I had built up enough experience in Agile project management and tech that I was now an expert. I was recruited by a consulting company to help organizations transform and adopt Agile, which took my salary to $200,000. After about a year, I got interested in business development and sales. Without seeing a clear pathway to get there in that consultancy, I decided to open up my own consulting business with a friend. In my first year, I made $600,000 by selling services using the same tech skills I had specialized in. For the next few years, our average revenue was $2.5 million, and we'd built a team of nearly 20 people. I share my story with you so that you can see the potential upsides of a career in tech. The difference is that today, tech is much easier to get into. Tech can provide you a fun, rewarding, and lucrative career, but you have to choose a pathway that's right for you. In the future, we'll be making videos that will give you the tools to choose the best career in tech and select the best learning pathway for you. We'll also support you by creating content to help you excel in your tech career. What things are you interested in learning about? Leave a comment and let us know.